The day that we came to church, Pastor Frankie called up probably about like 2 or 3 prayer partners that had a word of knowledge, right? And one of the gentlemen, he was really nice, really friendly. He had a word of knowledge of somebody with shoulder pain, and that's been plaguing me for probably the last like 12 years. It's what ended my boxing career. So I was like, all right, I know that things happen here at this church, and I've been a part where there's testimonies or somebody gets a word of knowledge and then somebody gets healed later at that service. So I was really excited, and I'm like, okay, it's my time. I'm gonna rush up there. But I also suffer from tendonitis in my elbows, and that's from hitting the bags and stuff like that for like 20 plus years. This particular day that Pastor Frankie called up, he had a word of knowledge from the stage. It's right here, like in the inner elbow, and it shoots up, and like that's the exact pain. And I was like, oh shoot, that's me. And I was like sitting down, and I was like, and I got up, and I'm like, hey, over here. And Pastor Frank, was that you? He's like, the elbow? I'm like, yes. He says, okay, I want to pray for you. And he came over, and he was like, yo, lift your hands up like this. He's like, does it hurt right now? I'm like, yeah, it hurts all the time. He's like, okay. And he grabbed my elbow. It started to feel just really warm wherever his hand was. And I'm like, man, Pastor Frankie is hot. These lights must be killing him up here. But I began to focus, and as he prayed, before I even stopped praying, I started squeezing my hand, because when you squeeze it, you could feel it run down. And he was like, how do you feel right now? And I'm like, actually, I don't feel any pain at all. So I was really, really blessed to have that moment.